Are we living in a simulation? Is our reality nothing more than a complex computer program? These questions may seem straight out of a science fiction novel, yet they form the foundation of a provocative theory known as simulation theory. This theory suggests that our entire universe could be an artificially constructed reality, a grand illusion created by a civilization far more technologically advanced than we could ever comprehend. The linchpin of simulation theory is technology. Just as we create virtual realities in video games and simulations to entertain or educate, an advanced civilization could have the capacity to construct an entire universe inside a computer. Our lives, our memories, even our consciousness might just be intricate lines of code in an unimaginably complex program. Imagine if everything you know, everything you see, touch, and feel is just a part of a highly sophisticated simulation. This is the mind-bending concept that simulation theory proposes. But how could this be possible? How can the reality we know be just a simulation? To unravel this, let's first dig into the essence of what we call reality. Reality, as we understand it, is an experience. It's not just about the physical world around us, but rather, how we perceive it. Our senses play a crucial role in this. We see, hear, touch, smell, and taste the world around us. And these senses provide us with information that our brains then interpret as our reality. Imagine a simple act like picking up a hot cup of coffee. You see the steam rising, you smell the rich aroma, you feel the warmth of the cup in your hands, you hear the gentle clink of the spoon against the cup, and you taste the bittersweet liquid. All these sensory inputs together form your reality of that moment. But what if we could mimic these senses? What if technology could recreate the sensory input so convincingly that our brains would interpret it as reality? This is where the idea of a simulated reality comes into play. Think of virtual reality. The headsets we wear trick our eyes into seeing a different world, and the gloves we wear provide tactile feedback, making us believe we're touching something that isn't really there. It's not perfect, but it's a start. Now, let's push the boundaries of our imagination. What if we had technology so advanced that it could simulate all our senses perfectly? We could be plugged into a machine that feeds our brain sensory inputs that are indistinguishable from the ones we receive in the real world. In such a scenario, reality would be whatever the machine decides to feed our brains. We could be walking on the moon or diving deep into the ocean, and it would feel as real as sitting in our living room. We wouldn't be able to tell the difference. If technology can create a convincing enough simulation, would we even be able to tell the difference between reality and the simulation? So, is there any evidence that we might be living in a simulation? Let's delve into some of the arguments that have given rise to this fascinating hypothesis. One of the primary arguments in favor of simulation theory hinges on the rapid advancement of technology. Just think about it. A mere century ago, the idea of virtual reality was no more than a far-fetched fantasy. Fast forward to today, and we are developing increasingly immersive virtual reality environments that blur the boundaries between the physical and the digital. This technological progression leads to an intriguing question. If we continue on this trajectory, could we one day create a simulated universe so realistic that the inhabitants believe it to be their reality? If the answer is yes, then it's a small leap to the idea that if it's possible to create a simulated universe, it's likely that it has already been done. Another argument relates to the nature of the universe itself. Some proponents of simulation theory point to the mathematical nature of the universe as potential evidence. They argue that the universe operates according to mathematical laws, much like a computer program. Could it be that we are living in an elaborate algorithm, the creation of an advanced civilization? There's also the argument of the ancestor simulation. This is the idea that a future civilization, curious about their past, might create a simulation of their ancestors' universe. If that's the case, then it's possible that we are those simulated ancestors, living out our lives in a digital reconstruction of the past. These arguments are certainly captivating, sparking our imaginations and challenging our perception of reality. However, it's critical to maintain a level-headed perspective. While these arguments are compelling, they are, at the end of the day, just theories. There's currently no concrete evidence to prove that we are living in a simulation. But isn't it fascinating to ponder? What if we are living in a simulation? What would that mean for us? If we entertain this concept, it could profoundly reshape our philosophical understanding of existence. Are we the product of complex programming? Our consciousness merely data processing? Or could we argue that our self-awareness transcends the binary code, giving us a unique essence even within a simulated world? Further, the notion of free will comes into question. If we're characters in a cosmic game, are our choices predetermined by the script? Or do we have agency within the confines of the simulation? It's like a modern spin on the age-old debate of fate versus free will. Don't forget that the implications extend beyond the individual. What would it mean for our relationships, our societies, if we all exist within a shared simulation? Whether we are living in a simulation or not, these questions push us to explore the nature of our reality and our place within it. So, are we living in a simulation? The answer is, we don't know. As we've explored in this discourse, simulation theory presents an intriguing hypothesis. It challenges our understanding of reality, prods us to question what we perceive, and stirs an existential curiosity. We've delved into the concept of reality, the evidence that some propose backs this theory, and the implications if indeed we are part of a grand cosmic game. Yet, it's imperative to underscore the fact that there is currently no definitive proof supporting the theory that we are living in a simulation. It remains a fascinating idea, a thought experiment that prompts us to ponder about the nature of existence and the universe. But the possibility of our reality being a simulation continues to intrigue scientists and philosophers alike, pushing the boundaries of our understanding of the universe and our place within it.